Hey guys, welcome back to Tough Little Ranch on the Prairie. I am doing morning chores right now, and as you can see, the sky is overcast. I've got my fingers crossed and I'm praying for rain because it's very dry. I've got my hose run down to the barn here, and you can probably see the water over there spraying. Been watering the pasture a little bit when we've been out here when I'm doing chores, just because it's so dry. Everything's drying up. I don't know what's going on with the sheep. They should be out here to eat, but you guys want to come and eat or what? Oh, you still got hay left. You guys are making a mess. Come on, sheeps. So, anyways, sorry that I haven't done a video in 2 weeks now, but I got really dehydrated last week, and I was sick for a few days, so I was kind of out of it. And then I've been told by family and friends that it's time to make the announcement. So anyways, my fiance and I are expecting a little farm helper here in a couple weeks. So getting dehydrated and also being pregnant made it a little harder on me. So I was out for a couple days. But anyways, we're very excited. Looking forward to, we're supposed to be having a boy. Looking forward to bringing our little boy home. And probably be a couple years before we have farm help, but yeah, anyways, like I said, we're just doing morning chores, and nothing too out of the ordinary going on other than hoping for rain. It's a little cooler here this morning, so we got one young goat that I want to try to give some probiotics to, see if we can get him to start putting some weight on. He's just kind of small and not gaining weight like the rest of the young ones are. And yeah, I think that's about it. So anyways, welcome back, and here we go with our morning chores. Got the fan on. Keep the air flowing as much as trying to keep flies away as well. Put it on low here so that we can actually hear what's going on. So we got Wilma here in this front pen because she has escaped from her pen like 3 times now. So she has been moved here. Got all the piglets sold. I don't remember exactly where we were on the last video with piglets, but piglets have all been sold. And so Wilma is the only pig that we've got left. We had a boar here for, we had a boar here for a couple weeks, try to get her rebred, and he's gone. He got picked up and moved on to the next farm to try to breed the next sows. The flies are absolutely terrible right now, but it sounds like from people that I've talked to, that's kind of how it is all over the place, all over the country even. On my Facebook page, I've got a couple different groups that I follow, and there's been people talking all over the country how to get rid of flies and keeping flies off livestock and out of the barns. So flies are terrible everywhere. The goats have been out on pasture quite a bit, and with it being so dry, they're getting it ate down, so we kind of have to ration out their pasture time a little bit just so that they don't eat it down to absolutely nothing. Got a little bit of junk in this pan. Some of our little babies from this year doing pretty good. These two here were pretty new in the last video. One more pan over here. Whoa. This is our little guy who is just not gaining weight. That's his mom right there, Yuki. He's happy, he runs around, he eats, but he's got something wrong with him. And honestly, I've treated him for everything I can think of, and I cannot figure it out. Watch out. The younger goats they've been working on their creep feeder, and they've got their creep feeder figured out. There's a couple of them that are the boss goats, and they're the little babies, little baby boss, and they kind of push some of the other goats out of the feed. Kind of bad camera angles here, sorry about that. I'm gonna grab some more feed to put into their creep feeder because they've got that emptied out. Hey, Bandit. How you doing, Wilma? That should last them a good while. Right now I'm gonna dump these out. These are water pans. Sometimes they step in them or kick stuff in there and they get a little bit dirty, so there's a bunch of dead flies in this one. That's a good thing. Dead flies are good. Still some stuff in there. The flies get on this thing here and then they just drop dead. Fly poison. I've also been spraying a barn spray. It's a CV80. You can buy it. We get it at Runnings here locally. That's the best fly spray that I have found. And here's the creep feeder. This girl's always in there. She's probably wondering what's going on because there's no feed in there right now. I have to keep that pan shoved back there a little ways. Otherwise, some of these bigger goats that are a little bit younger, they will stick their head all the way through there and eat the feed, which is not the point of the creep feeder. Push that baby out of the way. Alright, now we gotta get some hay for the goats. So I'm gonna see if I can find a nice spot to set the camera. Not have to try to hold it here. We've had a couple goats looking for some water, looking for a drink. So we're going to get them some water next. Got this gate here because we made the sheep pasture bigger, so the sheep can go all the way around the barn now. Eat up the grass over there. Little guys thirsty. They don't like to get water splashed on their face. You thirsty, kitty? Here's a couple of the things I brought out to give to our little goat. We got Doc Probiotic and Colostrum paste, and then Selenium and Vitamin E. Goats are messing with the hose. So we're going to give this guy some stuff. The cats are gonna mess with it. I think he just went over this way. Well, maybe not. There he is. So, let's see if I can do this with one hand. You just got to spin this back a little. And it's got measurements on there, so you can give 5 cc's, 10 cc's. And it says in the directions on there how much they're supposed to have. We're just going to give him 5, because he's small. See if he'll cooperate with us. Come here, buddy. They usually seem to like this stuff. There you go. Bright orange in color. Spit a little bit out, but that's alright. You got some on your tongue. We'll get some down. You're not gonna like me for a second time, are you? There you go. Come on. There you go. We tried treating him for worms. We tried giving him Exceed for, you know, possibly having pneumonia. What else have I given him? Given him just plain old penicillin. So now we're going to try a little bit more natural route. Probiotics and vitamins. See, he's eating. He gets in the hay. He gets in the feed. Just doesn't put weight on. This guy here looks like he's got a little bit of a pot belly going on, kind of how that other little sickly one is. We'll give him some probiotics, can't hurt. Hold on, buddy, you're okay. Ah! There you go. It's not so bad, is it? Yeah, it's not that bad. Alright, these guys have water, they've got hay, they've had their grain. Wilma's got feed to give her some water. The sheep have water and hay, and they've had their grain. So everybody in the barn should be good. Except the cats, right? Watch out, kitty. You guys have food left in here. There you go. Watch out. We'll just top their water off. Wilma likes to shove her pan around in here, so her pan is always way in the bag. She actually looks pretty good. She's had some flies get in her ears and a spot on her back, but she's really healing up from that. Get some weight put back on you. You're not so skinny anymore. Yeah, you're looking good. Alright, we gotta go over and take care of chickens and bucks now. So sheep can come out of their pasture right here. We took this panel out, and then they can go all the way over to where the goat fence starts over there now. So they're really starting to get this stuff ate down. I've been locking them up, just letting them out to eat the pasture at night, in the evenings after work, just because I don't want them to just destroy it in a couple days. And you know what is a really good sign right now? We've got some raindrops falling. This is awesome. Hopefully this will keep up for a couple hours. We're gonna fill up chicken waters and their feeder. We got some grit that I'm going to put into their feed as well. Now we got to get some feed for the bucks. You guys are acting like you're just starving back here. You still have hay left, and you just had grain last night. You're being a little bit ridiculous. We'll give them some water. Now we've got this rooster over here. I had all the chickens outside one day. I've had them out several days, and all of a sudden came home. This guy was back in the chicken coop, and I don't know, he can't walk. So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if another chicken picked on him. So we ended up with a few roosters. 4 roosters out of our little chicks that we got this spring. So I don't know if he got into a fight with some other roosters. The dogs weren't outside, so the dogs didn't have anything to do with it. The only other thing I could think of is if a chicken hawk came down and tried to attack him, tried to carry him off. But I didn't notice any feathers like anybody had been attacked, so I really do not know what's going on. So I'm going to take him some feed as well. Here's some feed for you, little buddy. He just kind of does his thing, so I don't know. Maybe it'll come back. We'll give him a chance. I moved him in here though because he was, when I found him, he was smashed right in this corner here. Had his head in the corner, and then these white roosters here were picking on him. So that's why I moved him out of the chicken coop. We ended up with... Oh yeah? You're kind of noisy there, Red. So we ended up with these 3 white roosters, and then that rooster that's injured over there. And then this big red rooster, I had him before. But our chickens are doing pretty good. They're starting to lay eggs. Notice there's a couple eggs over here. The ones that have been coming out of our new hens are a little smaller in size. Yeah, I'd say these hens are about full size. These Brahmas, actually, the ones with the feathers on their feet, they might get a little bit bigger. Their body says they're just a bigger bird. We still haven't lost any. And I've been letting them outside in the mornings when I go to work. Let them outside for a couple hours, and then they know to go back in at lunchtime because that's when I give them their grain during the week. So I'm kind of working on training the chickens to go back in at lunchtime. But it's been so hot lately that they don't really care to even stay outside any longer than that. The dogs are hoping they're going to get an egg treat right now. If I have a lot of eggs, sometimes they'll get one. But we only got 2 right now, so those are going in the house. That's it for our chores. Thank you guys for checking back in and watching our videos, and keep coming back. We might have a little bit of downtime where we're kind of lax on videos with the baby coming in and everything, but yeah, we're planning on keeping going with the videos, and thank you for watching and checking back with us. Have a good day.